Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included here in the Ultimate Base 4.0. In the previous episode we revealed this gold volcano. It is now going to erupt approximately every 1 to 2 cycles, and hopefully in due time it's gonna give us enough materials that we can actually change the diet here of our critters. So instead of feeding them cobalt, I would like to feed them refined gold, and that is gonna make it much more viable to actually keep these bastards. Let's now maybe track that as well. We got 2,500 just from the surrounding tiles, and then I'm really curious as to how long this is gonna take to get some proper results. Looks like, yeah, it's 14.3 kilograms. And it's only erupting for 24 seconds. Yeah, let me actually go ahead and add another tile here so we can cut this off. And I don't think we actually need to keep this open. I can just go above. Something else I would really like to fix now is the plug slug wrench. I would like to make this slightly more automatic. And of course, one way we can easily accomplish that is with auto sweepers. So I think I'm gonna have my critter feeder over here. Instead, we're gonna deconstruct this, have 2 auto sweepers. So we can have one here taking care of the left side and then another one here taking care of the right side. And this way we can pick up all of the eggs and all of the debris they're making immediately. Well, they're only making the eggs, right? But as soon as we drop an egg, all of these guys always get cramped, and of course that is not a good idea. I want this problem to stop immediately. But check this out, this is going to be our main source of energy. Oh, will you look at that? Bliss burst seeds. If I'm not mistaken, these are the seeds that create a plant that actually produces a floral scent. So honestly, what we could test out in order to get rid of these germs more efficiently is that plant. So all I really need is a planter box here. Let's go ahead and do that and then get that bliss burst in there. Power for my auto sweepers is going to be fairly easy. And then all I need to finish this... Oh no, I don't have the conveyor loader yet. Are you serious? Ah, come on. The conveyor loader, however, is a fairly easy research. Yeah, we can do this right away. Also, by the way, let me check. Did we receive the ward seeds? No, they're still on the other planetoid here. For instance, we have a ward seed here. I wonder if Ari is ever gonna bring that over. Technically, all the seeds should be brought over. Why do we only have 1 unit? That's so curious. I thought we dug up so many of them. Are ward seeds I don't get it. Are ward seeds disappearing? For instance, right here, I'm absolutely certain I had a Weezwort that I dug up. This is interesting. I don't really get it. Maybe it gets planted again. I mean, what is this? This also doesn't make sense. All I know is that with Ari, we now need to get into hard digging. That is for sure. So I can finalize this construction and I can dig through most of the terrain. Okay, I just saw Ari bring some type of seed over. Are you gonna... No, just oxalite in here. And of course the pip is gonna eject it again. Oh my gosh, well, at least let's go ahead and sweep that like at priority 9 and then sweep that as well. So we definitely get some Weezworts over to the main planetoid. Nispec currently has a huge issue. I think I'm gonna send her back. Yeah, look at that. She's losing an extreme amount of breathability, and right now she apparently did not have the time to empty the bladder or to do anything reasonable. In this case, I think I'm just gonna make an extra shift. Let's see. Like, we're gonna need some downtime right now for... Where is she? Nispet. There you go. So now hopefully she's taking care of her needs. First of all, empty that bladder. Yeah, that's gonna be so much better. Give her a little bit more downtime. Now she's getting rid of the eye irritation and everything. Okay, she's already doing much better. Slime lung, devastating. In preparation for the analysis of this volcano, I'm also gonna put down a bottle emptier. Eventually, I'm gonna mop this up. It should be... Oh no, too much liquid. Well, we can mop it up from the edges. But my point is, once I want to analyze the volcano when it is idle again... No, when it is dormant, then we're gonna mop things up, put it into the bottle emptier, and we should be able to analyze it. Good, I have now 2 ward units here on this planetoid, and that means I could fill these up. This means we probably want to track phosphorite because that's what we need to fertilize the Weezworts. Also, I built the wrong thing here. I don't need a planter box, but what I need is, let me see, a flower pot. There it is. So now basically what I can do is... Oh no, it's not... Ah, there it is. Body butt seed. That's what I was looking for. We can go ahead and plant that. It's going to give out a huge floral scent. Also, my research has been completed, so we have all of what I really needed. I should be able to put that storage right here, sandwiched in between the two auto sweepers so both of them can reach it. And then I'm just gonna bring these eggs out. Now we could let them drop down here, but I think if we're so inclined, we can also bring this over. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that would be reachable. And then we just drop them right down here directly. So I will never have to care about it. And down here, I will always have some plug slots to replenish my numbers or maybe even start another farm if I wanted to. And of course, Ren, my mechatronics engineer, is taking care of that. Now, what do we want in here? Presumably just the eggs, but since nothing else is gonna land on here and I don't want nothing else, I can just say all. We're not gonna allow manual use. The only thing that's gonna be responsible for that is the auto sweeper. There's my body butt seed now. And what we should be seeing is the slime lung germs should be starting to be replaced. You know, maybe it is the bliss burst seed I was thinking about and not the body butt seed. So we got that here and we should be able to reach it. And therefore we can plant it here. And maybe it's this one here that's going to give out the floral scent. Well, I gotta say also normal oxygen gets rid of the germs fairly quickly. But this is a fun method too. We are now not far away from the first gold actually dropping down, and I just noticed that probably this ladder and this one here are gonna heat up. The other ones shouldn't heat up theoretically, but I honestly don't know. One thing we could try out is replacing them with obsidian, which has a melting point of 2700, which I believe should be more than the volcano. Yeah, the gold is coming out at 2600, so if we replace these ladders here with obsidian, we should be good. Yeah, this should probably be done before the next eruption. Now, I changed a little something about my schedules. I moved them over slightly so that my sleep time doesn't end with the shifting of the cycles. And we should be able to see that in action now. Nisbet here is sleeping and she's not gonna... Oh no, she actually recovered her stamina. I bet she slept on the floor somewhere. But the whole point of this is now they should be oversleeping here in case their stamina isn't full yet. And the reason they got up is because I had this shift here. And there my duplicates are now taking care of the ladders. And I probably want to make sure to pick up the debris. There it is. We got some polluted oxygen, but it is just floral scent. Most of the dupes aren't gonna mind. They're even gonna enjoy it. However, more importantly, in due time, we're just gonna push away all of the slime lung germs. Maybe even in this area. We'll see. Oh, by the way, I realized why I didn't have any ward seeds. Of course, it's the pips. The freaking pips on this planetoid are replanting my seeds. You cute little booger, you. Oh, something else I should consider. I'm now dropping a whole bunch of ice that I'm bringing over from the second planetoid. I might want to secure this ice in a cold environment, such as here, so it's not gonna melt. Wait a second, I think I wanna put it up one more block here, or maybe even two. Let's go 2. Then I'm gonna drop down the ice at least 4 blocks. Gonna insulate this with the abyssite. It's already insulated, but then if we go down 3 blocks, then we shouldn't be able to reach the debris at the bottom, and therefore all of the ice that we're gonna drop in here is just gonna reside in here until I decide to do something else with it. Well, you look at that, we got our first gold, and it is indeed at 5.4 degrees. And of course, we still have a lot of chill to give. It is just 27 kilograms, but theoretically, we should, as of this point, get the full output of the volcano with every eruption. So technically, that should be working out. And we still have 81 kilograms here inside the critter feeder. We got another achievement just by playing Reach Cycle 100 with at least 1 living duplicant. Harsh conditions, huh? Ooh, okay, so that change is now confirmed. I just sent Nisbet to bed and she just got up again. So it's no more the case that they actually sleep until their stamina is full. That is kind of a bummer. And that kind of makes me want to change the strategy. For instance, we could have 1 downtime slot here in the beginning and then 2 bedtime slots. So the 1 downtime slot they're going to be using in order to get back home. And then when they're inside the base, it shouldn't take long until they can go to bed. So let's try that. We're gonna add 1 downtime slot in the beginning and then remove 1 downtime slot from the end, like so. Finally, Nisbet got cured of slime lung, so nobody is suffering slime lung anymore. The breathing issues with Nisbet were absolutely horrible. Wonderful, got my automatic dispenser here. We're gonna do everything liquefiable, and we're just gonna do that at priority 5. So whenever a dupe has the time, actually let's do it at priority 6. So something in between normal and important. And then all of the ice that is dropping here is not eventually gonna melt and flood my stuff. But here, just like Joshua is demonstrating, it's gonna be brought over and stored away. Jeez, these guys sometimes sandstone. Okay, just build that and then you're gonna be fine. Actually, she's not fine yet. Is that your downtime? No, not quite. Okay, we have some time. We have some sedimentary rock that we can use to finish this. But man, these dupes get in trouble so easily. By now, the automation for the ranch has been built and the first eggs are... Oh, I totally didn't realize that they could go through the pitcher pump. Well, that is a little bit of a bummer, but we could maybe trap them at least inside of the room with a pneumatic door here and then maybe there. Alright, before I do anything else, I'm gonna set up the Weezwards here. I think I can take away the ladders now. The signal switch will honestly have to move a little bit. I'm gonna move that up here, like so. And then I should be able to plant the Weezwards that take up 3 spaces. And look at that, you can see the floral scent is spreading and the germs are being pushed back. So good. But yeah, that was quite an emergency there with the slime lung. Now, while we're waiting for materials to accumulate, maybe we can also already conquer this Cobalt volcano. All we have to do is come up with a similar strategy. How much did I leave out here? 4 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this would be the surrounding. I would then start with my staircase pattern somewhere along here. Get a bottle emptier right here, and we can make this liquid lock. Then we can move up there. But first, I want to make sure we get this liquid lock filled up. The volcano here is rising pressure again. Come on, do me the favor and give me something good. So it is just immediately being turned into refined materials. The cooling period does take a while. Okay, so Amari is already picking up the gold and it is still 900 degrees. How can we prevent this from happening? I'm actually surprised these ladders aren't heating up. It's just the lowest one that is. Yeah, this is not good. Unless we pick it up with a auto sweeper, we cannot really say whether or not it's ready. One thing we could do before we actually set up an auto sweeper system is just prevent duplicants from going through here. Amari, I don't want you to pick that up. That is just nonsense. Go somewhere else. I mean, it is cooling down fairly quickly. It will only have to be in here for a couple of seconds, but maybe I just wait a couple of eruptions, before I allow my duplicants to pick something up. So now with the pneumatic door in place, I won't allow duplicants to enter, and therefore this gold has the time to cool down. We can also see this tile is now heating up. However, it should be actively cooled by the other tiles, even if not very quickly. We could go ahead and set up some temp shift plates if we wanted. Like using a temp shift plate, do we already have materials that are worthwhile? Well, I guess any metal material is good, but maybe we just wait until we pick up some diamonds. I mean, for the time being, it seems to be working out nicely, and we seem to be getting around 300 kilograms a pop. While preparing the Cobalt volcano, maybe we can go ahead and already get a smelting setup going. All we need is the metal refinery. We can place it anywhere. It doesn't really come with an overheat temperature. We'll have to deal with that differently. Let me see. I probably want to put this here all the way towards the bottom. For now, I want to keep as much of the terrain intact because that is going to serve as my cooling mechanism. I then want to continue from here and dig out a little something. This is going to be a cavity for my coolant to accumulate. Right now, our problem is we only have access to liquids with low condensing temperatures. Even on this planetoid, I don't think we'll be getting access to oil. So that is another thing we'll have to explore in space and actually get from there. So what we're going to do is what I do a lot of the time, and that is passive cooling through the biome. And that essentially means we're gonna take our pipes, bring them all the way over to where we want to drop them. Let me actually see if we set up a liquid pump here. Let me build that with gold amalgam for extra overheat temperatures. Yeah, that's what I figured. We don't want to go through here because the pipe going out should be going directly into the metal refinery for the coolant. And then with this pipe, I'm going over and then I'm just gonna drop the liquid again in order to be cooled actively by the biome. And the way we do this is with a metal tile going from the water level up. Now let me see, we're still gonna need a sensor to decide when the pump should be pumping. I don't want it to pump all the time, but only when we are at a certain temperature. So let's say I'm gonna bring these metal tiles up a little bit in order to profit from the chill. So the chill is going to be transferred through here into the liquid that we have at the bottom. Then I would want a temperature sensor, which we haven't explored yet. Let's see. We want a thermo sensor. Let's go ahead and unlock those sensors. The thermo sensor would be right here. As soon as we are cold enough, then I'm going to pump stuff out back into the refinery. So a very simple system, and we're simply going to be using the chill of this biome to do it. Oh, well, you look at that. We got a pipsqueak that we could print out from the printing pot, and I think I'm gonna do that so we can maybe start to set up something like a nature reserve. I'm also gonna drain the last of the liquids here. They can join my pool at the bottom. Also, let's get in here, inspect that, and demolish. Okay, now I just saw Nisbet goes back in her first downtime slot. That is actually perfect. So now when they reach sleep time, oh no, she actually performs the action. Oh, this is really bad. Well, in this case, it's not too bad, but still, it's bad. That still means I might need 3 downtime slots because now her stamina is gonna stop at 70% or so, and she's going to eat. Oh no, why did they have to fix this? I mean, we could technically get a 3rd bedtime slot in, and then we add the last downtime slot in the end. I mean, they will go to work either way afterwards. That exploit still works, but with the bedtime it's a little issue. When they start performing a task and that task actually endures all the way to the sleep time, that is an issue. But the rest should still be working. Now that she's still in her downtime, she's gonna pick up work again. There's my water dropping down, lovely jubbly. By now we had a second eruption and we are at 611 kilograms at 219 degrees. The degrees are still going down, and the more mass we have here at the bottom, the easier it should be to cool it down. So I'm just gonna wait a little longer. I'm also gonna keep digging out the Cobalt volcano here. We wanna get this running just the same way we do the gold volcano. Until we tame it properly, we can still benefit from all the metals. We got our thermo sensor completed. I'm gonna tune back into the solar panel research just in case I decide to finish it. And that now means we can set up the thermo sensor here, right there. And when we decide, for instance, 20 degrees is a good temperature, we can start to pump things back into the refinery. This will also have to be powered, like so. Okay, now I'm super confused. Ren is oversleeping. What's even going on? He was oversleeping. Look at that, not exactly at the right time. Ah, that is so strange. And I'm actually really confused. Let's maybe observe Amari. Amari right now is going to use the toilets, and then because he's done using the toilets during the sleep time, he's going to sleep. No, actually, he decided to get some food first. Ah, that is so interesting. But that means he might be late for bed. Let's see that happen. Going to bed now. Okay, so he's not gonna get 2 full downtime slots, and he's currently at 90%. Yeah, he's gonna make it to the 100%. Very interesting. And now he's taking a shower, just wasting 1 more downtime slot and then probably going back to work, right? Ranching, yeah. So this entire downtime here only serves for the morale boost, but still, this is not good. Maybe we need 2 downtime slots in the beginning and then the sleep time. I think I'm gonna change that. 2 downtime in the beginning, like so, and then work can start a little bit earlier. Okay, they still have 5 downtime slots in total, but they get a little bit more time before sleeping. Yay, well, you look at that. We have now 960 kilograms of gold, so triple the amount, but it's already down to 155 degrees. Right here, I'm just making some progress. We seem to be in vacuum and everything is working. I'm also gonna pick up everything that I can, and then we're gonna make the same exact system down here. We have some chill minus, well, not too much, but maybe it's gonna be enough to get that little bit of extra refined material. Okay, we've made some substantial progress here with the Cobalt volcano. We're basically ready to get this going. I'm actually gonna go ahead and analyze the volcano right away because it is currently dormant. With the gold, we accumulated 2.5 tons so far, and it's just not quite enough to get the cooling power I would like to see. I also need to be careful about this oxalite. This could bite me in the butt. Yeah, really careful. However, what we could do is poke out a hole, maybe right here, and set up an automatic dispenser. So we can ship the gold over here to let it cool down completely without interference of the gold volcano. Okay, nice. I got the automatic dispenser in place. I want to set this to to gold, and the highest priority. For now, this is going to be fairly manual because I'm a little too lazy to drag the wire all the way from the top down. But we don't really have to do this very often, except Amari is actually prioritizing the ranching. So I'm gonna make him drop it again, and then maybe somebody else should be coming along. Come on, this has the highest priority. Let me do sweep only, and then we're gonna sweep up that material with the highest priority. Somebody should now be taking that errand. Yeah, Meep is doing it. Wait a second, Meep, you're not done yet. There's still more gold. I see. Amari is back. That's why Meep didn't take the task. Now Lyra is coming down, putting the rest in here. Okay, now this can easily cool down all the way. Let's say to at least 70 or so degrees, and then the next gold can accumulate here at the bottom. And I just prevent them from entering again, like so. In the meantime, we are also almost done here setting up the metal refinery, so the next time we should be able to smelt up the precious iron and then of course also smelt steel, which was one of our early game goals. Jean of course is taking care of analyzing the volcano. Since we still didn't implement the atmosuits, this is gonna be a little bit of a pain in the butt. We reached another achievement. What was that? Ghosts of Gravitas. Recover a database entry by inspecting facility ruins. So that must have happened down below here. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, of course. We submitted the bioscan. That was it. Whoa. Okay, now the meteor showers always seem to come together. This is interesting. Let me see. Are we gonna survive this? No, we still don't have to fix anything just yet. Check this out. We even get some gold amalgam here. Intriguing. But I'm way more interested in building a regolith smelter. And it's also going to be interesting to set up the rocket program. So now we have our first breach here. We need to fix that ASAP. So priority 9. All we want is to fix that breach as soon as possible. And there it is, already fixed. Okay, that's fine. I decided to halve my farms just because we are accumulating more and more edibles that eventually will go bad if we just overproduce. Everything for the metal refinery is prepared. All we have to do is to launch it for the next episode. And then the Cobalt volcano has been analyzed. Let's check it out. It's going to be active in 17 cycles. And it's going to produce an average of 338 grams per second continuously. Very nice. I take it. I'm also going to build the pneumatic door here. Then we're going to build a bottle emptier just in case I'm going to need it. And we're also already going to set up the automatic dispenser right there. My gold has cooled down to 80 degrees. So I think what I'm going to do is pick this already up here. And I'm only going to allow Amari access inside because he's just bringing it to the critter feeder no matter the priorities. There we go. Did you really? I mean, come on. Okay, I guess I should have put this the other way around. So technically this counts as further away than this, which is bad. But yeah, I guess I can move him over here and then he's gonna grab the correct slot. There, now you can eat again and be free. Did you just almost eat everything? Jeez, are they eating so much? Minus gold. Yeah, holy cow. Okay, they do eat a lot more than I anticipated. Okay, so far, so good. I'm really happy. We will be analyzing this volcano once it is dormant, but other than that, I think the next time is gonna be all about smelting stuff. But with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.